Hello, hello, hello,
Hi,
my trivia
friends.
trolls.
Trivia trolls, I like that.
Named after the greatest horror movie of all time, which of course is Troll 2.
Sure, we'll go with that.
It's quite a movie. Not quite as good as Poltergeist, but
Anybody else see that? Did you even see that, Shelby?
Taking drugs?
I laughed when you said that, and then I cracked my goldfish in half, and it fell out of my mouth.
Well, I have that effect on people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my phone volume's up.
They call it magnanimous.
Hi, John. Hi, Andy. John, I don't see you on here too often. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm assuming nothing's happening in Ohio if John is joining us.
I love when he does his intros on Horror Face Off, and he's like, I'm still in Ohio. It's just so funny.
I mean, he's not that far away. I mean, there's lots of stuff happening down in Kentucky, so it's like, how does Ohio get spared?
I'm gonna post on my Instagram.
And remember, people, the game is you get to pick an obscure horror movie that's not terrible that Mia may have on the shelf, and she has to go find it. So it's got to be not an easy pick, not a layup, but not something bad. So pick a deep cut that Mia may have on the shelf here before the actual trivia starts.
Note that it can be bad.
It can be bad.
They would be considered bad movies.
But bad good. Not
bad good.
Yeah, don't pick Poltergeist. And don't pick Poltergeist. Because Poltergeist is too obvious too, right?
What was the one last year that somebody last week that somebody said? I was like, we're not gonna have that. What was that?
Oh, what was last week? Drainiac, of course, is the one that stuck with me. That's the one Pete picked a couple weeks ago. What did we pick last week?
But there was Septic something. We wouldn't have had that
one. Septic Man.
Septic Man, yeah.
And also, what was the other thing? It's got to be something probably older than 20, like the early 2010s.
Like modern. 2012 cutoff. However, the one that we picked last week was a 2016, I think. We had that.
Thanks,
and we have some of the newer bad movies, like I said about the Curse of Humpty Dumpty. That came out in the last couple of years. We do have that. So.
Pete, you've been watching too many of the. There's been like a whole thread of like Frank Henenlotter reels on Instagram because Patrick sent me something about bad biology the other day too.
Bad biology. Just because I don't know the movie doesn't mean that we're not going to have it because that happened last week.
Well, that's a Severin, so like they just recently that was like a re-release on physical. It's been out of print for a while, I'm pretty sure. But Frank Henenlotter, we interviewed Frank Henenlotter. I guess more properly, Patrick interviewed Frank Henenlotter like 2005, 2006 for our original movie review channel called Squid Flicks. And we asked him questions about Leprechaun. And it was a lot of fun. And he doesn't do interviews anymore, so it was kind of cool. We had like a legit 45-minute interview with him back when you had to call people on the phone and record it. I think we actually did a Skype call that we routed through the speakers to record it. But yeah, that was some old school stuff. I think it's on our channel, our SPS stuff. If you dig around,
we should link it in the description.
Yeah, we need to drag that back up. We had a few pretty good, like the Michael Cooney interview that we have that I know we've showed that before on the channel. Jack Frost. Let's see. So we got the stuff is probably too good.
No. Yeah.
Pumpkinhead's good. It's not super popular, but it's good.
I think it's too popular.
It's probably still too popular though. Class of Nukem High, that's better.
That's still known, I feel like.
Still, that's
maybe the stuff that I'm asking for is so much underground that maybe.
That's true. We did have the pirate movie. That's what inspired all this. Was it Murders of Blood Cove or whatever?
Jolly Roger, Curse of Cutter's Cove.
I probably made up a horror movie right there. That's probably a horror movie too.
Yep. That's the type of stuff we're looking for. So if you Google movies like that, or maybe to get some suggestions.
How to get ahead in advertising?
Yeah, is that a movie? Like,
I'm
I don't
guessing
know.
it is. I've never heard of it. That's definitely a deep cut. Dead Time
Me either.
Stories is probably still too meta. You're moving in the right direction, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Nurple
It
says
is a
it is.
movie.
It is a
Okay.
movie. I have never heard of it.
Me either. A horror movie?
I'm curious. How to get ahead in advertising. How to get ahead in advertising.
Ahead.
Is it a sequel to American Psycho? No, it says it's 1989.
Huh.
A brilliant advertising executive develops a creative block and then grows a ball in his neck that develops a second talking head that takes him over. Never heard of it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean, body horror. If it's a bull that turns into a person, takes you over.
Yeah.
The Munchies. Poltergeist is too good. Poultrygeist is too bad.
That's right. Yeah, that's what we should. That's how we should give the scale.
Okay, pick between How to Get Ahead in Advertising or I don't know if Amityville Asylum is probably really bad, right? Not good, bad. I bet it's not good. Good.
Slither, Spookies.
Spookies is a good one. Slither's
Postergeist.
Postergeist. I say try to find How to Get Ahead in Advertising.
Okay.
I don't know how that'd be alphabetically sorted in the shelving
H.
though.
How? H.
Well, sometimes you don't count that. Maybe it's under the A's for advertising.
No,
okay?
David's crazy. It would be H.
I had one class of library science, and the Dewey Decimal System it's a system, that's for sure. I do not miss card catalogs. Computer searching for the books is much nicer. And while Mia digs, I will start the questions. And this is probably one of the easiest questions tonight. I found some difficult ones to put them together here. Where does the rage virus spread to at the end of 28 days later? Is it the United States, Spain, Germany, or France? And remember, you can just comment the number or you can spell out the answer in the chat. Make sure you get your answers in before time runs out. There is a little bit of a delay, so earlier the better. And they just, I've been seeing the stories. They've apparently just wrapped the production or filming on, 28 years later now? So that's cool. I have no idea what the story is going to do. But it does feel like it's been 28 years since the 28 movies. So I guess it's not quite. It's almost 20 years though. That's true. I agree, Patrick. I think they should wait until it's been 28 years. So
Stumped. I don't got it.
We don't have How to Get Ahead in Advertising. That's a good one. I'm going to have to watch that. That actually looks pretty funny. And the answer is France, of course. A little bit of basic geography there. A little bit of it's just over the channel there. Perp can verify. They swim across every day just to feel something.
House of Whipcord. I don't know.
Robert Rodriguez is a weird dude.
What horror movie was Leonardo DiCaprio's first film role? Tremors, Jacob's Ladder, Critters 3, Child's Play 3. This is a good one.
I'm telling you, these first two may be the easiest questions tonight. And you all that are members or subscribers, you're thankful because that question is very difficult that I gave the trivia, the answer hint to tonight.
These are some examples of what we're really going for. Harvest of Fear.
Harvest of Fear. That's a good one.
That is a good one. Head cheerleader, dead cheerleader. In that realm of,
the kind of movies you buy at a truck stop at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Like, it has to really, take itself like a horror movie. Like, David's not a horror comedy person, so we likely won't have those. So, anyway.
Missed opportunity. Horror comedy is the best horror. Of course, the answer is Critters 3.
Woo! Critters. I love Critters.
The
love-
Night Flyer could probably that's probably on the shelf, but I wouldn't say that. I don't think of the Night Flyer when you think of horror movies. Like it doesn't pop up in like the Mount Rushmore, so that's a good one. Night Flyer's a good
Terror
guess.
on Tape. That is a rare VHS. We don't have it. Well, that's a good one. That's a good
So
suggestion
you
right
don't
there.
have it on tape?
We might have it on Blu-ray or something like that, but that's one that David wants on tape. He also wants Slime City really bad.
I'll keep an eye out. What is Casey Becker, aka Drew Barrymore, cooking at the beginning of Scream? What is she making? Is it popcorn? Is it
This is a
leftovers?
3D.
Is it mac and cheese? Is it grilled cheese? Can't have enough cheese.
I almost made this to eat tonight. Actually, when we're done with this, I might go make myself some.
I definitely eat my body weight in one of these items every year. Actually, I probably eat my body weight in all these items every year. I would
Me too.
love like some statistics, legit, because the correct answer is one of my favorite foods, and I literally had some today. It is by far one of the best snacks of all time.
Mac and cheese is one of my
Mac
favorite
and cheese
foods.
is great too, but of course it is popcorn, and I swear to God, I eat my body weight in popcorn like every year, at least.
Jason, are you still throwing out movie suggestion names?
Yes.
That's funny.
I went and saw
Save 'em for next week.
Deadpool this weekend, and no spoilers for those who haven't seen it or aren't going to see it. But I was surprisingly did not get popcorn. It's one of the only movies I've never bought popcorn in because I actually ate like right before the movie, and I was too full for popcorn. It's kind of sad.
Never too full for popcorn. That's a sin.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought, but I was like disgustingly full. I overate. I tried to finish my food so I didn't have like a carry-out container, and I went too far. I shoved it all in my face. Now by the end of the movie, I was kind of feeling like I wanted to get some popcorn, but there wasn't a good intermission to go grab it. So
You should have had it on standby.
then it would have been cold, and that's not as good.
What actress played in at least 2 Hammer horror vampire movies and a non-speaking role in one of the Dr. Phoebes movies?
This was your
Stephanie
trivia hint tonight.
Beacham, Ingrid Pitt, Carolyn Monroe, love her, Barbara Steele. I always pack my drinks and my candy and stuff like that in my purse, but I never skip movie theater popcorn because it's just the best popcorn. And my place has like
Just
you
keep
put the
it in your
butter on
prison
by
wallet.
yourself and stuff. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, well, they have the self-serve butter, but I still would like for somebody to layer the butter. I mean, is
Me
that a lost
too.
art? I can't get
That's
anybody
why
around
I
here to
bring a
do that.
bowl in my purse. I literally bring a bowl in my purse, like a big
So you can
popcorn
like pour
bowl,
it
and I-
out. Yeah, that's smart. I don't have to
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
And I take my shaky cheese, my popcorn shaky cheese, and I'll layer it in that too. So
Man, it's just
got it down to a science. Ooh, Carolyn Monroe's the right answer. I love her in Maniac. Love her in Maniac. Love her in Slaughter High too, honestly.
I don't
Just
think we've
love her
asked
in
a
general.
Hammer horror question. The Hammer horror movies. That's a rabbit hole you can go down.
Popcorn is a great horror movie. Great one.
I'm still mad nobody watched Furiosa. I'm still gonna die on that hill. So,
Every week.
ooh, Long Legs. Haven't seen that yet either. So, you'll probably get this one. This is an easy one too. What cuisine is Farmer Vincent famous for in Motel Hell? Is it turnovers? Is it fritters? Is it fried chicken? Is it dumplings? True
I gotta get this for
Southerners
Pete.
could call you out and say that some of these items are technically the same thing.
Pete,
not
this
gonna
is for
split it.
you. It's sealed. It's sealed.
You should open it up.
We've talked about it, but we're not going to.
Okay, I'll break in and open it.
That's right.
And then you don't have to worry about it being open, and you can just use it. So
It's such a good movie. Such a good movie.
and
It's
of
a good-
course,
It was
it's-
originally called April Fool's Day, but then April Fool's Day was also in production at the same time, so they had to change it.
it's of course
It's an
fritters.
April Fool's Day horror movie.
There's no April Fools when you have Farmer Vincent's fritters. Say that 12 times fast.
My friend just talked about these apple fritters that happen at this pumpkin stand she goes
So
to.
a
And
turnover is technically, it can be a fritter, but traditionally fritters are meat based and turnovers are more of like your pastry based fried confections.
also, if you were to get like a fruit fritter, like an apple fritter, it doesn't look anything like a turnover,
Mhm.
like at all.
I was like, you
Turnover's
don't
kind of like
actually
tough.
like, bread it all the way. You kind of like flash fry it. They're like a little bit different. But
Yeah.
Same ingredients, just different preparation.
Speaking of food, which of these famous actors was a producer for Feast? Tim Curry, Ryder Strong, Elijah Wood, Ben Affleck. Affleck. Who was it? Tell me.
Mars, these aren't horror questions. I
These
can't
aren't
win.
horror
I can't
questions.
win. I could ask you all questions about books and I can get yelled at, but now I'm asking you movie questions and I get yelled at. I don't have to take this. I could cry and not be on stream.
Don't do
Okay?
that. I've cried enough for the both of us today. You don't have to do that.
It's all over but the cry.
That's right. Well, crying's over too, so it's fine.
We had a Ryder Strong question last week, didn't we?
Did we? I don't remember. Affleck, winner.
And Affleck. That's also a segue to other movies.
Ducks.
Affleck.
Duck movies.
Gilbert Gottfried. May he
We
rest
call
in
her dog.
power. Oh, Gilbert.
That's what we call our dog, Gilbert, even though her name's Matilda. Because she always gets like all worked up whenever we would be going somewhere. And we just recently watched What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which is one of my favorite movies, tying back to Leo DiCaprio. And so I'd always say, "We're not going anywhere, Gilbert." And then all of a sudden we started calling her Gilbert.
Well, Mars, you are welcome to submit questions. We do take viewer questions into consideration. So you can send those to our email address. I would very much appreciate not having to write them all every week. But in the meantime, these will have to do. And this horror movie features a scientist studying sensory deprivation. Is it Reanimator? Is it Flatliners? Is it Dead Ringers? Is it Altered States?
These are all good answers.
All in a very unique era of filmmaking there.
Yeah. Good answers.
I didn't realize how new-ish Dead Ringers was. It looks like an older movie than 1988. It looks like a 70s movie.
Never saw it.
It's so good.
I have to add it to the list.
And they all these movies have roughly similar plots. They all involve, bad doctors or bad science, but it is altered states. Altered states. And yes, Patrick
coming in with the opinions.
Yeah. It was Affleck and somebody else pretty big put money into that. Wes Craven. Wes Craven was producer on Feast too, executive producer. I don't think he really had any creative input. I think it was just let's put a little bit of money in this to see if it pops off, and it did not pop off.
Which of these iconic horror actresses only accepted the role to buy a new car? Was it Neve Campbell, Jamie Lee Curtis, Danielle Harris, or Betsy Palmer? Shelby, do you know who? Like, do you know what movie? Obviously you know the answer.
I would say their first role, first role.
Well, you don't have to say anything to give any hints. I'm just asking if you know this, like, which movie it was for the actress. To say after the fact, like, do you know?
Yeah, I did when I wrote it.
I want to know what movie it was.
I will find the movie. Let me consult my references. Yeah. Okay. It's the one they're most famous for, generally.
Well, that's all of them.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's Betsy, and it was, of course, the first Friday the 13th.
Okay. I was going to say, all of them are famous for, like, one specific
she had to buy a station wagon to get little Jason to and from summer camp. I mean, that kind of sets up the entire franchise there. Betsy's got to get baby Jay around.
You guys all knew this, and I didn't? What the heck?
Bunch of nerds. What'd you think it was?
I didn't know. I wasn't sure. I mean, I didn't think it was Jamie Lee Curtis because
Yeah, out of all of them, she's had the longest and most prolific acting career. But everybody
yeah,
starts somewhere. Look at this! I gave you an Italian horror question. As much as I hate them,
and you have to be the one to ask it.
this Geist film is set at a hotel in Louisiana. Louisiana Giallo. What is it? Is it the Murder Clinic? Is it the Beyond? Is it Naked You Die? Or is it Libido?
Is
And these are
Naked You Die a movie?
yes, it is. These are all Giallo films.
Oh my god.
I bet I picked Giallo films you've never heard of.
You did.
These didn't even make it to Giallo theme night.
No, they didn't.
I've out Giallo'd the Giallos.
You did. You sure did.
Oh, this one killed my
Thanks.
soul. But,
Proud
whatever
of you.
doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
That's right. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone.
I wish
The
Billy Ray would
Beyond.
drag me. And it's the Beyond. It's the Beyond. But those are all Giallo films. So,
Huh. What do you know?
Jason, Danielle Harris is also on Roseanne and The Last Boy Scout.
Boy Scott.
Last Boy Scott. Last Boy
Boy
Scott.
Boy Scott.
There's no room in my lifeboat for Giallo. Sorry. On my deserted island, if you bring Giallo, I am executing you. You are not welcome.
With black gloves and a knife.
No.
Okay.
With a stick and coconuts.
Ouch.
This was probably easy. I feel like everybody probably knows this, but maybe you don't.
Last question of the night. What is Freddy Krueger's middle name? I don't know this. William, Kenneth, Elias,
either.
or Charles?
I don't think I knew it. And then I saw it and I'm like, oh, wait. Yeah, I think I remember that being mentioned, but I don't remember what movie it shows up in, where it shows up in.
Maybe 4. I would guess 4.
I want to say it's like in one of the ones where there's more flashbacks about when he was alive.
Yeah, wasn't that
But
4? Pete,
4
help
has a
me
lot
out.
of
Is that
those.
4?
4, Pete would know.
4
He's
and
a
5
nerd.
have a lot of flashbacks, I think.
He's
Well,
a
maybe not
nerd.
4. Maybe it is 5. Help me out, Pete. Speaking of Boy Scouts and like camping and just like summer camp in general, summer camp is coming up on the channel, and
Dangerously close.
we're going to be doing a summer camp themed theme night. It was Charles. Hey, you guys knew that for the
Charles.
most part. Good job.
Oh, 3 in the grape. The grapes of wrath.
The grapes of wrath. But anyway, something else that we've been kind of trying to harp and chime on is I will be making themed prizes for the winner or winners of theme night trivia, and I'm really excited because I'm making some really cool stuff for the summer camp themed one. And also, small little change. It's not going to be the second week of the month this month. It'll be the third week, so it's
It'll
actually
be during
happening
summer camp week.
during summer
which is
camp.
the 18th through the 24th. So it'll be that Wednesday. So it won't be the second Wednesday like it normally is. And Pete has reclaimed his wins, but it was a pretty stacked. God, it's pretty stacked at the top.
Good
I
job,
thought these
Pete.
would be harder this week. They're not. Back to the drawing board.
Dang, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winners. Okay, so theme night trivia, I'm gonna have to come in with some heat so that I don't have to make 5 prize packages because I'm banking on 2.
You're in charge. You can decide how many people prizes.
No, if there's a 4-way tie, I'll make 4 prize packages, but it's all equal here. I'm your mom. Everybody gets a trophy. You know, I'm approaching it in the Gen Z way where we all participate. Nope, that's a lie because then everybody'd get a prize. Not happening here. But if y'all tie, that's only fair in my opinion.
It was a very respectable showing tonight. Very respectable.
Yeah, 18 of you. That's a good boostier.
Gareth, you're not 11th. You're number 1 in our heart.
Why am I bothering? Because you love hanging out with us.
Because you like being here. You're gonna break through, okay? You're gonna break through. You know, there's a bunch of nerds here. You all know your horror movies and your horror adjacent stuff. Let's see some other housekeeping things. Summer camp's coming up, as Mia mentioned. Stay tuned for that. More details coming soon. Make sure you get signed up so you can get put into cabins. We will be announcing, your counselors and all that good stuff as soon as I get that put together. It'll be done soon. Let's see. There's going to be another live stream after this tonight. We're going to go over, I think Patrick's going to at least initially host it if I'm done doing bonus trivia, which we have our bonus content for all of our subscribers and channel members. I might hop on that, but Patrick's going to go over all the stuff that we've got in August. I don't know if he's going to reveal quite what's happening during summer camp, but we'll see. A list of all the movies and some trailers and all that good stuff. You might even see a friendly neighborhood counselor. Pete's correct there. If you've been to summer camp before, you know that we've had some very tragic losses on staff, and so I've had to hire some new counselors. So, and there might be some new patrols, so we might be shaking it up. And yeah. Other than that, Mia, you got anything else?
Nope. Try to come up with some better movies next week for the opener of Do I Have That in the Library? And yeah, watch bonus trivia if you want to hang out with us a little bit more.
You could come to summer camp. Summer camp's virtual. Or are you talking about you can't make it to the next stream? Nutty, the movie that was picked was, what did we pick? The How to Get Ahead in Advertising. But yep. It's a horror comedy, and apparently that's not allowed at Mia's house. So
it has to be okay. The first Evil Dead has some comedic elements. You could, I guess, consider that a horror comedy. We have that. But Evil Dead 2, David doesn't like Evil Dead 2 because it's too comedic. So it's a fine line.
The best one.
I like Evil Dead 2. I don't like House because I think it's too comedic.
I like campy.
But David
likes
House,
like
so
creepy,
it's
serious Evil Dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun when it opened up into the other realm and all that fun stuff. So whatever, and
whatever forever.
If you have questions, feel free. You can submit those via email, and we'll can take them into consideration. It's like the rules from Jackass, right? Please do not send me videos of you performing our trivia questions. We will not watch it. Our lawyers have advised us. We don't condone it. Please wear a helmet. Prince. Prince is not happy about trivia, everyone. I'm sorry that this BS notification for the channel has bothered you tonight, Prince. We've been doing this for a while. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by, even though you don't want to be here.
You could subscribe, and we could send you some more. We got bonus trivia.
We can definitely send you some more. We're still showing movies, so I don't understand what the aggression's about. I hope you get it figured out. Hope you're having a better day. Stay blessed. Was it bless your heart? Oh God.
Blood Harvest, Mars.
Blood Harvest.
Blood Harvest. We've never seen it. We have it. We also had it on VHS.
Honeydew.
We just sold it last week on eBay for $1,000.
Oh, so sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
We
don't have the VHS anymore. But we sold it as Blood Harvest and Dark Harvest, which is the other title for Blood Harvest. Same movie, just different title. Really, really bad. Really bad movie. Great, but really, really, really bad. And we had both of them, and we sold both of them for $2,000 on eBay. So yes, I know that one, Mars. Now you're on my radar. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Show uninvited. I don't know. And of course, we have movies on Friday and Saturday. Go back and watch the movies from last weekend. If you did not catch the chopping block, we had Dr. Sarcophagi and The Mummy and the Monkey present a couple of great. There was the Ed Gein musical and the I forgot what The Mummy and the Monkey did. It was a couple of good ones. So go back and watch those from the chopping block. Our wonderful guest hosts presented those, and Gareth, you're very right, and it held you for moderation. But I'm gonna unhide that because bless your heart is Southern for you're a dumbass. So it's on the channel, Mars. Look for Dr. Sarcophagi. It was like last Saturday. Return of Swamp Thing. That's what Mummy the Monkey watched. So those are a couple of great ones. Go back and watch those if you need some movies now. And otherwise, Mia and I have to go work to get you some bonus trivia questions recorded. I believe that I screwed up and scheduled the post to like show up next week, so I've got to fix your bonus trivia answers that we're supposed to post this week. They didn't show up. We'll get that fixed. But other than that, stick around. Patrick's gonna walk you through what's going to be happening in August on the channel, and we will see you all next time.